This is why I prefer to operate solo.
I sincerely hope I won't need to repeat myself after tonight. Why, hello, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter. I liked those colors before they were cool. Can I help you?
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist. Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Our goals align.
Still on my case here?
Don't be distracted by Hydra's agents. Focus on disabling that truck.
Make it quick.
Ready up.
That'll work.
It's about time.
Nice move.
Vengeance is hell. Hostile unit on the move. All will be judged. Never forsake her. Target locked in. Your cowardice betrays you. Cost more for this. All guns are responding. No one will touch you.
Target the truck and take it out. It shouldn't be that hard for a bunch of superheroes.
Not bad. Watch this. It's about time.
Is that the best you've got? All lined up.
Don't try that again.
Spins here.
More lambs to the slaughter.
They still haven't changed their minds.
They're not going to hang around much longer. Disable that truck before they start moving.
Here to help. Guess I'm still the focus here. mistake twice. You should know better. Next time I won't.
You're gonna remember me. You're in trouble now.
All Hydra know.
That truck is tougher than it looks. Finish it off while you still have a chance.
Bad luck for you, bub.
Interesting.
Your suffering begins.
That truck isn't going anywhere, but you'll have to deal with Hydra before you can head home.
The enemy has the upper hand. In my sights.
That one's trying to hide on us. That's the spirit.
Hope you're ready.
There's probably still time for you to run off. I'll pretend this never happened. It's on the other side.
So that's how that works. What?
Whose plan was this anyway? You're mine.
You had your chance. I may be tough, but still.
One more time.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
After you.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now, I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You calling it?
I should leave.
Good meeting.
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
Well, at least there is one person in this abbey you trust.
Ah, you must be referring to me keeping you in the dark about Blaze holding the Parchment of Power.
I am.
And you think that means I don't trust you?
Withholding that kind of information from me does give that impression.
I see how you could take it that way. Logan kept a secret for Agatha and I, and it saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
Did your enchanted shoulder pads at least offer you some protection?
Oh, I wish. Funny I can laugh about it now. At the time, it was so tragic. See, the Salem Seven were Agatha's grandchildren by her son, Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her. Or maybe worse.
I hope you were able to exact revenge on them. Give them the justice they deserve.
Agatha did penalize them by finding a way to take away some of their powers for good. I wanted her to do more, but she wouldn't go further than that against her own family, no matter how dysfunctional or dangerous it had become. Speaking of dysfunctional family dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground? Who would have thought? I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done.
I gotta say it. Hanging with you has been a major confidence boost. Well, sort of.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter?
A successful collaboration.
All right, let's get started. Hey, Hunter. Say the magic word. How's that for quality workmanship? Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech. Reading's good. These should definitely give you an edge. Good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
What have you brought me today? It may not be flashy, but it will get the job done. If... Good day, Hunter.
caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Don't tell anyone else I'm taking some time off, all right?
Time's wasting, Hunter. No pain, no gain. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
This'll make a difference.
All right, then.
Good to see you.
You really seem...
We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
That does not sound good at all.
What, the claws popping out? That's been happening ever since I could grow a beard. The adamantium came much later.
Someone had to coat them.
Bingo. Now that hurt. Doctor fused the material all over my skeleton, made my claws into weapons, turned me into something less human.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Well, they got what they deserved, and now I've got shiny bones. Gotta see the silver lining. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated them.
Yo, it's good to see you. You wanna... Yeah, wish we could do this all...
Good. I was hoping for something to do. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. I asked Tony if he had any material on encryption, and he left me this pile of spellbooks. Something tells me Got some ops ready for you.
No problem.
I think I can handle that. See you soon.
Bad guys better start running.
Hydra has been running some kind of field tests in the area, and that device is the key. They would rather destroy it than let us get our hands on it, so it must be important. Those soldiers are targeting the device. Do whatever it takes to stop them.
Once again.
Now for something real special.
Prepare yourself. Why being so inconsequential? You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
Kiss it goodbye. Is it my turn now? Dibs on the ugly one. You attached to that face? I'm done waiting. Fail her.
More than enough.
Recon looks good. Time's up. Moving to concealment.
I hope you're feeling strong today, because you're going to have to deal with one of the Fallen.
Not looking good for you.
I am impressed.
Do you know who I am?
The power of the light.
Fish in a barrel.
You had no chance.
It is good to be back in the fight. Loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. I cannot seem to focus.
Just what I need.
Pain is temporary. Mother finally found someone who can get the job done. Me! You're not going anywhere. Now!
One of these days, I'm gonna put you down for good.
This one's...
You're stronger than you look.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
With her blessing, the sky is the limit. No time to run.
There is no place to hide.
There's probably still time for you to run off. I'll pretend this never happened. Bad luck for you, bud.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
You had your chance.
Boss? This will have to...
Behind
see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Good work.
Your fate is... You were too weak for this fight.
Looks like we've acquired some new hardware courtesy of Hydra. Good work.
Hi, hi. So, don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I do not mind. Why would that make me mad?
I'm a little...
Lee?
How much?
Not just...
I need the ingredient. I see. I don't...
Tonight...
Tonight is Caretaker's show, so I'll leave it to her.
Now...
We can... Lilith.
Keep it close.
All right.
you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child. Perfect. Conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be. When I remove the shackles that bind you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child. You have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith... Another meeting?
That is...
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Thanks, Hunter.
All taken care of.
That.
I'll make it my highest priority.
Stay out of trouble.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing. I have always...
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? What can I say except you're welcome? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop. See ya, Hunter.
We could go a few rounds.
Time's wasting, Hunter. No pain, no gain.
Sounds relaxing.
Back again. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Fire burns brighter.
This'll make a difference.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Peace.
How's my favorite hunter?
You know that.
I can sense the decency behind your every decision.
running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and... bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
If I could
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle this.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning!
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I'm on it.
Now that was something. Hail that!
We will never forsake her.
I will never remove.
I've been waiting. Careful! Let bruise easy!
The mother has many children. Her children will join us soon.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Pain is only temporary.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Coming at you!
I'm impressed.
No retreat!